Good morning, everyone. It's Kate here from the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, coming to you live. As always, I haven't got everything ready again. We were driving here into the city, and the cricket's on today at the Gabba. So there's traffic everywhere. Good morning. So it's okay, I'll wait a little bit longer for more people to start joining us, and then I will start with our opening prayer and lighting the candle. But today is Thursday. I think we're around about the 21st or the 22nd of November now, so getting really close to the end of the year. Anyway, on our way in here, I came in here with the lovely Karen, who will be in here doing tea leaf readings on Thursdays. And we were talking about old furniture and antiques, and how, I should turn that music off. Hang on a tick. Sorry, I was waiting for our next song to come up, and I'll turn that up in a minute. Hi Gloria, hi Lorraine, hi Slim, hi Rachel, hi Pete. So we're going to talk about furniture today, old furniture, and how it can carry the energies of the people from the past and even be haunted. And we're going to talk about tarot today too, and we'll be doing some tea leaf readings in the end. Let me know where you're from. Wellington Point, Brisbane, Australia, and it's 9:30 a.m. here. So let me know where you're from and what the time is. And as usual, I will be giving away a copy of my book, The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading by me. Okay, so this came out this year in March. Hi Janelle, hi Tassie. So just comment book, and you will pick a winner at the end for the A to Z of tea leaf reading. Hi Brianna. And what else will we do? Okay, let's light our candle here. Guess what? They're coming in tomorrow. $35, which is really good because, as you can see, I'm just about out. So this candle here, it's great for jinx removing, for love. So we've got love, amour here, we've got protection, we've got success, we've got health and wealth and money and peace. Everything is in here. So you only have to buy the one candle for everything. They are $35 plus delivery. I think is around about $6. I did write it down. That's within Australia. If it's outside of Australia, it's going to cost more. Hi RM. Hi Rachel. Hi Jazzy. So yes, make sure you write down book if you want to win the book. But this is our lucky candle. And I've got 22 of them coming in tomorrow. So if you want to order one, make sure you get in there quick, because the person that I've got them from isn't putting another order in until after Christmas. So I will only have 22 of these. Okay, so every week I light our candle. And I've got a prayer that goes with it too. Now on the back of this, you can even put what your intentions are on there. And these, they come from Mexico, not from Canada. Sorry, I was mistaken, but they come from Mexico. So they, as they've been made, they are working with all of these things, especially for us. Okay, so I invoke the sublime influence of the Eternal Father to obtain success in all the subjects of my life, and to smooth all difficulties that are in my way. I invoke the aid of the Holy Spirit so that my house prospers and my company and my person receive a message of good luck sent by the divine providence. O great hidden power, I implore your supreme majesty so that you separate me from danger at the precise moment that my way is illuminated by the light of fortune. I shall receive the infinite blessings of the sky. I believe in God, all-powerful Father. Amen. So there's our candle there. Okay, so like I said, they'll be in store tomorrow, so you can either come and pick one up from the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, which is in Woolloongabba. I'll put the address up the top of the page later on, and we'll be giving away a book a day, one of these books today, The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading by me. But so today I want to talk about, have you had something in your life, have you bought a piece of furniture or a piece of jewellery and you feel as though it's haunted? So Karen likes to go along to cemeteries with a group of people, and they will have a look at the markings of the headstones, and they'd been talking about items that people had bought, and this old lady was saying, you know, you shouldn't be buying second-hand items because it carries the energy of the previous owners, and it could be evil energies. And anyway, Karen had bought a dresser. You don't mind me talking about you, do you, Karen? No. I didn't even ask. How rude. There you go, I've got permission now. It's like when you're doing a reading, you're supposed to ask permission to do a reading, but I just figure, hey, if you're sitting in front of me, that's my permission. But I do have a few girlfriends. I'll have the people sitting at the table with them, and they'll say, do you give me permission to read for you? Anyway, back to the furniture. So she gone and bought an old dresser, and in it, when she opened up the drawer, she found a very old-fashioned hairpin, and she kept it. She just felt like it was something special, and she keeps it in her jewelry box. So she's going to bring it in next week and see if we can pick up anything from it. And you call that psychometry. So when you get an object, any type of object, it doesn't have to be a piece of jewelry, it can be a piece of furniture, it can be clothing, and you can pick up the energies of the people that used to own it, and you can get some really interesting things. So it's a great way of connecting with past loved ones too, if we hold an object that belonged to somebody that had passed over. But anyway, with this particular dresser, what had happened is, you know, it's got one of the mirrors, and they've got the slots in the back, and they're usually about this long, the slots, and the mirror slides into that, so there's no way it can sort of be moved. And they had a great big crash one night, and this mirror had actually been somehow lifted out of its position and fell. Luckily the mirror itself didn't break, but it broke a few things on the sideboard. But that wouldn't happen all by itself. You know, it needed to be lifted up, and they're quite heavy too. So some spirits are quite amazing at what they could actually lift and move around. So have you had anything happen to you? We used to live in a haunted house at Bexley, and I was 14 years old. And this house, it was, you know, really my first experience of anything quite scary, and it wasn't nice. And we would hear knocking, we would hear we'd see the doorknobs actually turn and the door open, and then the door would close, and then the next door you'd see the doorknob turn and it'd open and it'd close. And Mum and Dad used to call the ghost Charlie. I was, like I said, I was about 14 years old, never had anything like this happen to me before. And one night was really scary. There was banging on my bedroom window. I had actually lifted up out of the bed. So, and I was absolutely petrified. And the second knock, Dad ran out the front door to see if anybody was there. and they would have to run past him, and there was just nothing there at all except this horrible musty smell. So we would find that, there would always be this smell around when something had happened. So that was my first thing into, anything spooky, and I'd always been fascinated ever since then about finding out more, learning more. I love to read spooky books. A lot of people that do readings like I do don't like to watch spooky movies, but I do. I love going and watching a spooky movie. And I don't mind, it doesn't scare me to see a ghost either. It used to be when I was younger, but not now. So what stories have you got? I've got one here from Jazzy. I found a little pressed perfume come up after watering at a new house. So quite common, I'm not too sure, pressed perfume. Okay, I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Jazzy, but quite often, there is a smell that will be around when you sense spirit. So I've lost my first grandson to SIDS, and he was 8.5 weeks old, and I got to nurse him for a little while after he passed away, but that smell always stuck with me, and whenever he comes around, it smells like a really bad shitty nappy. And if I've got another medium around, they might smell baby powder, and I'm thinking, God, I hope no one can smell that. They might think it's me, but they might smell something else like the baby powder, whereas with him it's like, hi Nana, I'm here, and I cop that whiff of shit, really bad shitty nappies. When my Nana comes around, I smell sweet pea and oil of Ulan. They're all her favourite things, and her favourite perfume, 4711, I'll smell that. My dad, I smell Marlboro cigarettes, I can even pick the brand sometimes. So you've got all those sensory things that will come in. So I'm just going to read Brianna's. I used to live in a house and the energy was absolutely terrible. I didn't even like staying in it during the day by myself, and toads and weird insects would get it. And yes, every window and door would be, hang on, just opening it up more. No, it doesn't want to open for me. Oh, thanks, Jody. I had it done last night. Who's talking about my hair? Okay, so I'm just going through and reading some of these. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Maz. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Angela. Okay, and I've got the lovely Karen. She's taking all the information down for me. So she's taking a list down of all the people that have put in for the competition for the book. So don't forget to type up book, and Karen's taking all that information there, and we will pick a winner. And she's also writing down the messages for me too of who's coming through here. So yeah, let us know your stories about maybe a haunted house that you've lived in. I'm putting together some notes, and I'm going to be writing a book. So yeah, if you've got anything interesting and photos that you've to. So on Friday, Karen's going out with some of her friends, and they're going to a really old cemetery. So they're going to be taking photos when they go out there to see if they can actually capture any images. And quite often you can do that. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about today too is I am going to be starting up a tarot workshop online. So for those people that can't make it into the shop to do a workshop, I will be doing a live, what am I calling it? Tune into Tarot, starting on Monday. And what we're going to be doing is looking at one card at a time and what the meanings are. We'll be doing a meditation on that card. So starting with the beginning of the journey being the Fool and what the Fool represents, and how it, what would you call it, with what's happening in your life right now, what the Fool would actually mean. So with the Fool, we're looking at a new journey. It's the start of something new. It can be the birth of a baby. It can be the birth of a business. It could be starting university. It could be starting a new life with someone. But the Fool is taking that chance and stepping into something new. So we'd be looking at that and how that represents what's happening in your life right now. So each week we will be doing a different card and looking at that and learning the tarot at the same time. And I will be using the deck My First Tarot by Eleanor Hammond. She also has a book, a workshop book too, that I'll be getting in. So you can, it's got different exercises that you can do in that to learn about the cards. Okay, so next Monday that starts. Now the membership is only $5 a week. Okay, the class goes for roughly about an hour, and it will be recorded on a special private Facebook page. And all you have to do is just send me a message or give me a call, and I'll give you the details of how you get onto that page and how we work out the payment system. And even if you can't watch the live at 11 o'clock next Monday, that's 11 o'clock Brisbane, Queensland time, it will be recorded so you can go back and watch it. Okay, so if anyone's interested in that, just get online and have a look. My page is the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and all the information is on there. Hi Maureen, hi Jody. Okay, we had a spirit in our house too. I was around the same age as you were, around 13, 14. Oh, now let me mention the age, talk about the age too. It's really common around the age of going through puberty. I don't know what it is about our heightened senses, but it seems to be an age where we start picking up on things. I couldn't explain it to you, but I know a lot of people start seeing things around about the 13, 14 age mark, and it's usually around the time of puberty, and then it starts to get stronger. Then life gets busy and we don't notice as much because, you know, we're out at work, we're busy bringing in the money to pay for our bills. And I noticed coming up to the time of menopause, okay, so around about 46, and I was really sick at that point too. So I went through trauma, and trauma can actually bring on these things too and heighten your senses. But yeah, around the age of menopause, things can start changing. Okay, so you also called your ghost Charlie too. How fun is that? Okay, I'm not afraid of spirits, and I used to sneak out of my bedroom window when I was... Can I open that? No, I can't see any more of your message, so I'll go back and read it after. But hopefully you guys, you can see the messages that are coming through and you can read them. Yeah, so a lot of people have had experiences as they're growing up and seeing spirit. So yeah, love to hear your stories. So put them up on the page. Okay, what have we got here? Oh yes, please. Okay, so we're going to have a cup of tea, which is really good. My mouth's a bit dry, so I need a drink. We're going to do our tea leaf readings. Now, I've got some special cups to show you. So for anyone that's new, that doesn't know, we've got these beautiful cups and saucers in here for tea leaf reading. Now, They don't come with the book. I'm sure Sharon's going to be writing one after, but you've got my book, The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading. So what we do with this is when the tea lands in certain areas, then we would look up what that symbol means and what it means to you at this point of time. Tea leaf reading is great because it's something that's happening like in the near future. So usually it's within the next few weeks, and you can see things in the tea that you don't necessarily pick up from the cards. So I just absolutely love tea leaf reading. It's probably why I've written a book on tea leaf reading first, but I've got a few more books to come. So this is the Wise Witch. So Sharon has created these, and you can see the beautiful deep pictures on here. Look at the detail. They are just absolutely beautiful. That is real gold on there. Okay, so you want to be careful with these. Now, I do have these in stock, and they're $150. So if you're looking for something, a special gift for someone for Christmas, these would be just wonderful. Something different. Okay, now only 100 of each of these designs have been made. So that is the Wise Witch. This one here is the Destiny. This is my favourite one. So look at those details, aren't they incredible? And then look at the back of the cup. Well, it's a bit blurry, sorry about that. Okay, let's go now. Look, we've got a pussycat that's a mermaid. Then that's the inside of this cup here. So we've got the fox in there. I love the fox because the fox is really good for business. Very cunning, and it just means that business is going to go very well for you. But this one's got the black crow on there too, and I love the crow. And then we've got the all-seeing eye on the bottom. Again, we've got the gold, and this one here is $150. Okay, what else can I show you? Now we're going to be using our special teas. So I had Michelle in here the other day, the creator of these teas. So she'll be coming on with us one day, and she'll be talking about the different teas and how she created them. So I'm going to use the focus today because I'm still, like, communication-wise, I am just all over the place at the moment. And I haven't stuffed up any appointments this week, which is really good, but last week I had trouble with that. So I'm going to use the focus, and then we've got the meditation brew. So this one is really good for connecting and relaxing, calming. It's got the lavender in there, but I'll go through and I'll tell you what's in these teas. So I'm just going to make 2 of those for now, and we'll do the readings with these. And see, I love going to antique shops and collecting things too. Love that pot. Here you go, Karen. Here's your cup of tea.
Thank you.
I did it the wrong way around. You've got the focus. But you know what? I'm going to add I've got the meditation in mine. So I'm going to add a little bit of focus in there too. Now, I've got these tiny little spoons. They are perfect. So when I'm doing a tea leaf reading, I'm actually putting the tea straight into the cup. So I don't think you can see that. But it gives me the perfect amount to do the tea leaf reading and get a beautiful flavour too that's not too weak. So with the focus, we have got a prayer here. Now let me tell you what's in here first. We've got organic Sri Lankan orange pico black tea for an enhanced state of concentration, lemon peel for focus, orange peel for intuition, ginger for intellect, oh, I need some of that, chamomile for calm, yerba mate for mental clarity, elderflower for improved state of mind, licorice for memory, coriander seed for retention, burdock for positivity, and calendula petals for vision support, with all the ingredients enchanted under the full moon. The herbs, spices and flowers used in this brew have been used throughout history to improve focus and also in magical rituals to open up your mind's eye for intuition and intellect. So either way you drink about it, this brew is not only mystical and magical, but it is good for your mind and your body. So focus, 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 come to thee. Focus in all forms now see me. Bring me protection, so mote it be. Come now, blessed be. Now we have to say it 2 more times. Focus, 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 come to thee. Focus in all forms now see me. Bring me protection, so mote it be. Come now, blessed be. Focus, 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 come to thee. Focus in all forms now see me. Bring me protection, so mote it be. Come now, blessed be. So if you are running meditation classes or you're doing some study, if you're doing some study, focus would be absolutely fabulous for you. Meditation classes, bring this in because this has got all the things that you need to bring in protection, purification, intuition, just fabulous tea. So I've just got some more of these in because they've been very popular and they sell for $20 each, and then there's the postage on top. Now, when you're drinking your tea, use your teeth and your tongue as a strainer. Hi Belinda, how are you? I've got the lovely Belinda Hayes here watching, and Belinda was also on here doing a show too, and she is if you want to know anything about crystals and learn to do crystal healing, Belinda Hayes is just absolutely awesome. Okay, hang on, I've got to have some more of my tea. So let's go back to the tarot cards. So I'm going to start first with the cards, doing a reading. What are we now? We're just after 10 o'clock. So have you put up where you're from? What country you're from? Or whereabouts in Australia you are? Oh, now I've got a special that's coming up that I'm going to do too. If you live in Brisbane, come along and you can be here in the audience. We're going to start having a live audience here too. So everyone that comes here will get a tea leaf reading, and it will only cost $20, and you can sit here a little bit longer and enjoy the show. I will be going out on the road. Actually, I think I might start going out on the road next week. So if you have a shop of your own and you would like to promote it, if you've got any spiritual events coming up, let me know and we can talk about that on the show, and you can we'll walk around your shop and show people what wares it is that you've got. Okay, so we've got a list of readings. Who wants to have a reading? We'll look at who's going first. So Maureen's from Victoria. I used to be a Bates. Okay, so Tracy. Tracy, you're in first. And then we've got Cassie, and then we've got RM, then Brianna, and then Tassie. So what I'm going to do is a 1 card. Now, these cards here, my first tarot, each card has got 8 messages on there. So usually you'd pick out 8 cards, and depending on where it lands as to what message you would read. But for Tracy, we have got the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles, I'll show you this card so you can see the 8 different messages that are on here. It actually has the meaning of the card up the top. Sorry, you're reading it back to front here. but it just gives you an idea. So we've got the meaning of the card up the top, and then depending, so you'd pull out 8 cards and you'd lay them out like this, okay? And then each area means something different. So it's like your Celtic cross. So we've got who you are, distant past, recent past, where we are now, what's happening around you, what's coming up, advice by your guides, and then your current future. Okay, so Tracy, the 9 of Pentacles. So this is about financial settlements, lump sums of money, or windfalls. Self-made windfalls through efforts and savings. So share your wealth, give support, and save wealth for later. Now, if we have a look at where we are right now, which is the second box down on the right, you're safe and secure and are currently winning in the game of life. Great abundance or inheritance, put money into property. If we go down to, let's have a look at the bottom left one, okay? Now this is the advice by your guides. Windfalls can be spent. Make sure you save wealth for later. Don't waste any opportunities. So that was for Tracy. Okay. Lennox heads. Lennox heads, Danielle, that's, is that near, what is it, Potter? I can't think of it. Down Byron Way. I've actually got to get down that way because I've got a friend down there and she's had a baby and I want to go and meet the baby, and she's a beautiful spiritual lady and I think she's pretty well known in your area. Pottsville, that's it. So it's Lennox Head. I think Lennox Head is near Pottsville. Okay, so Cassie, let's pick out a card for you. Cassie, you have got the 6 of Staves or the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Staves or the 6 of Wands is about recognition for work that you've actually done, okay? It says here, challenging situations, being successful, sports, striving for victory, motivation, and competition. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to read the top right box for this one here, the 6 of Staves. And this is all about you. Yep, just down from Byron. I probably should come to Byron in my wagon. Okay, you're generally seen as someone who is successful. Others admire you and look to you when life is hard for extra support. And what are we going to... Let's have a look at what's happening around you. So around you, challenges and successes are around you. People are overcoming their obstacles actively and with passion. You're allowed to win. Now, when we're looking at what's happening around you, that's not necessarily about you, but it still affects you. So I just absolutely love these cards. Now, I use these cards a lot when, I use them every day. If I want to do a reading for myself, I'll pull out these cards because it's there in your face. You don't have to get the book out. So it's very straightforward. We have a tendency to sort of read into things that we want to, that we're hoping for. And if any of you are actual readers, you'll know that it can be a little bit hard to read for your friends. I prefer to read for people that I don't know. So these cards are perfect for when you're reading for people that you know too. Okay, so who am I up to now? RM Nico. Okay, so this is for you, and we have got the 2 of Cups. So the 2 is about partnerships. The 2 can be something new starting. It's about working together as a team. The 2 is marriage, 2 people traveling together, happiness, the ability to move is opening up. Now, let's have a look at your distant past. So that would be the first box down on the right, okay, is your distant past. You've had a good or bad union in the distant past that is still affecting you. Release the past with love and surrender. So when we have a look at that, sort of representing something that's happening to you now. So you've got to look back at what's happened in the past at a similar situation, what you did, how you handled it, and what are you going to do now to make sure that it works for you. Okay, now we're going to read what is coming up for you. So this says, love is around you and you may need to open your heart to a person or a situation. Talk things out with loved ones. Now, when something like this comes up, I would suggest, if there's been something in your past that has hurt you, now this is not just, you might be in a happy marriage. This could be something to do with a friend or a relative too. It's not necessarily about a lover. So look at what's happened in the past and what you've done. And you need to heal from the past too. Before you can move on, you need to heal the past, okay? Somehow you just let it go. Stop overthinking it. So I hope that helped you, RM. Now I have got Maureen Bates. I used to be a Kathy Bates. What was that movie with Kathy Bates and the author in there? And oh my God, she was so good. That was scary, that movie. And she broke his legs, so he had to write her another book or something, but it was a brilliant movie. Okay, Maureen. Oh, I missed that.
More readings.
Oh, more readings? Thank you. Okay. We've got some more people coming up as well. Misery. Yes, that was it. Misery. God, that was a good movie, wasn't it? You watched that, Michelle? Janelle, did you enjoy it? Okay. Maureen. You have got the King of Pentacles. Now, I want to say, when we're doing a reading, if the King comes up, it could be about a man that's around you, but the King could also be you. So if you're in a situation where you're independent or you're single and you're running things yourself, so like me running the business, the more male qualities would come through with running a business, of being the boss, being the owner, okay? So it could have something to do with that. So the Pentacles is usually a king is an older man, over 25. Usually blonde or redhead, the ability to have your own business, ability to provide management, often the grandfather. The kings are about being more practical, okay? So let's read a little bit. We're going to read the top left box, and this is about you. You are grounding, level-headed. You are the master of abundance and can provide for many. Then we'll go down to the bottom and we'll read what's coming up for you in the current future. So you're becoming the master of abundance and growth. Enjoy the expansion coming and consider a business idea. So Maureen, do you run your own business or are you thinking about starting one? Now might be the good time. We are also in a universal year 3. So 3 is about communication. It's about creativity. It's a great time to be starting up a new business. So look under the meaning of 3 in numerology too. So maybe if you have your own business, you're looking at bringing something else into it. So yes, you're thinking. So yeah, start, what do you call it? Brainstorming, looking at what type of business that you want to do. Would it work in your area? What would you have to do to promote yourself? What would you have to do to make things happen? And starting at markets can always, can be a great opportunity to actually see how it's accepted in your area too. I've done the markets. I love doing markets. I love doing expos. So what is your product? Ask people. Okay, so there you go, Maureen. Okay, Brianna. I've got to have some tea. Looks like I've got wings floating in here with the calendula petals. Hang on, I'm just reading RMs. Thank you so much. I had a full-time sole care of Dad for 6 years. Did it on my own with no help, no carers. It was very hard. He passed away in 2018. I'm sorry to hear about that. I hope everything's getting better for you. Okay. Hi, Mary. What is it, Anne-Marie? Sorry. Where did I get Mary from? I'm dyslexic. Okay. Hope you saw my comment. I did ask for a reading. Yes, you're on the next page, Tracy, so I don't know if I'm going to get that far yet. I am up to Brianna at the moment. But when I get to the end, if I haven't made it to you, I do private readings at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, which is in Woolloongabba. I also do FaceTime, so we can do a private reading on Messenger on Facebook or by phone. So I'll put all my details up the top later, so if you wanted to get back to me for a private reading, if there's something that you need to know about, we might need to spend a little bit longer on it. Also do tea leaf readings here, Devonshire teas on the weekends. We do high teas, and if you've got a special event and you want to have a psychic party, you can either come into Woolloongabba or I can come to your place in my Gypsy Wagon. So with Christmas coming up and getting together with your friends, why not have me around to your place? And I'll do the readings in the Gypsy Wagon. We'll do some tea leaf readings. I'll bring the cards and I'll bring some of the candles for sale. So yeah, doing something different. Okay, Brianna. Oh, Brianna, you have got the devil. Now, the devil is sometimes better, the devil we know. The devil can be about contracts. It doesn't have to be anything nasty, okay? Remembering everything has got a good and a bad, okay? Dark and light. So it could be that you have got contracts that you need to look at and make sure that all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. It could be that you're going into a new job where you need to sign a contract. So it's saying check all contracts carefully before signing. The devil is in the details. It can be about temptation and self-sabotage too. Love at first sight, marriage, Capricorn. Now let's have a look at your recent past. Hopefully you've judged a recent passionate experience or contract carefully before signing. You are now bound. Okay, so check anything before you sign it, okay? You're about to enter a contract. It could be a passionate encounter. It's just saying that you need to think carefully before you step in. Now, can you hear that music that I've got playing in the background? I want to turn it up for a tick. Listen to this. So this is for you, Brianna, too. Stop putting yourself down. And for anyone else that does it, stop putting yourself down. In who I am, for I am perfect. With this, it's great to play first thing in the morning to lift your spirits, to lift your vibration, to have a better day. You know, when you wake up in a bad mood in the morning, and it can go for the rest of the day. And if you put something like this on and it changes those vibrations, and you end up having a good day. So it's like faking it until you make it. Get up and dance. Feel the energy. Sing to it. If you go onto my page, Magical Blessings, I actually played the whole lot the other day, so you can go in there and you can listen to it. I got this back in 92. Okay, so they were a pop band originally, Michelle Blood. And then they started singing affirmations. She got sick. She was nearly dying, and she needed something to lift her spirits. So she started writing these songs to lift her spirits. She now works with Bob Proctor. And I'll be sorry, you have to deal with my voice. I don't get embarrassed very easily these days. Okay, so go over to my page, Magical Blessings, and ask to become a member on there. And you can scroll through and you can listen to that music. There's some great meditation on there. There's also readings from the Magic and E Squared, which is about changing the way you think, you know, what we think. It's amazing how powerful the mind is. So go and check that. For Tassie, okay, Tassie, I have pulled out the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is about heartbreak, something that we've lost. Maybe we've lost a friend, a friendship, or maybe a marriage has broken down. Or listen to this. I am a magnet to money. Sorry, it's on the page. Go on to Magical Blessings. So Tassie, yes, sorry about that. So divisions, divorces and separations of all kinds, leaving something or someone behind, heartbreak, different languages, emergency services. So let's see what's happening with you right now. So we're going to the second box down on the right, and this is where we are now. You have to leave one state in order to get to a better one, but it can still hurt to let go, surrender. You know, if it's not working and you keep trying and trying, stop hurting yourself. Sometimes you just need to surrender and walk away. It could be that you just need to change the way you feel about it. So with the music that I was just playing, we're talking about mind over matter. When you are living a more happy, positive, grateful life, and a life of gratitude, when something happens, we don't take it as badly. So have a look at, read the book E Squared by Pam Grout. It's fabulous. Or go onto my page. You're welcome, Brianna. So I'm not too sure what's happening with you at the moment, Tassie, but I hope everything's okay. It says you're changing your life. You're going through challenges, and it's hard and can be sad, but you can be changing regardless. Let go. And hopefully something really good is going to come up for you soon. And I just say, just know in your heart that something really good is about to happen. And when you start changing those feelings, look out for something special in your life. You know, the first experiment in E Squared by Pam Grout, it tells you in the next 48 hours, know that something special in your life is going to happen. Don't put a name on it. You know, it might be money coming in. It might be catching up with someone, hearing from someone that you've not heard from in ages. It could be a special surprise. But just put it out there. Put all your skepticism aside and just know something is good is going to happen to you in the next 48 hours. So I hope that helped. Thought, PA. And where's PA? Just trying to, what's in here? It's not Papa, no. Yeah, let me know where that is. Is everyone still writing up book? Who wants a book? Who wants a signed copy of the A to Z of tea leaf reading by me? Just put book and your name, and I will get back to you with a winner in about 5 minutes, okay? Now, to be a winner for the book, you need to, you need to put book in the comments, but when I tell you who you are, you need to go onto my page, the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and you need to send me in Messenger your details. So I need your name, your address, your phone number, so then I can post the book off to you, or you can come and pick it up from the shop. Okay, now I am up to Rachel. Rachel Pratt. Okay, Rachel, you have got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is, maybe life's been a bit, you've been wanting to do something, but it's just not been the right time. It's just not happening. So you just need to wait a little bit longer. Okay, so it's not the right time to make changes at the moment. It's reminding you not to play the victim. Things happening without your permission, being hung out to dry, learning the soul lessons. So that's what the Hanged Man is about, okay? So these cards have got the meanings up the top. Now we're going to go to this area here. So this is what's coming up for you. You need to come to a standstill while you make others around you, whilst you or others around you make life decisions. Steep learning curves are steadily moving ahead for you. You're advised by your guides, okay, which is on the bottom left of the card, which is the advice. There's nothing you can do to change your situation. Be calm and meditate. This time will pass. Knowledge is coming. And talking about meditating, everybody should be meditating every day. Just put a CD on when you go to bed. I've been listening to affirmations on living a more happy, abundant, healthy life. And I just go to sleep with those words going in my head. I love, I've got a CD. I've actually got it on Magical Blessings page, Doreen Virtue Angel Medicine. It helps clear your ties from your past. It cuts all those ties, and then it goes through and it balances your chakras. So get on that page, have a look, Magical Blessings. You need to meditate or go for a walk. Walking is a form of meditation. Sports, even when you're eating and just thinking about what it is that you are eating, what you're putting into your mouth, where it's come from, the journey that it's travelled to get to the grocery store, to get to you. You know, being mindful, being in the moment. Okay, so now I'm going to do a tea leaf reading. This one here is the meditation and the focus, and this is going to be a reading for all of us. So there'll be messages coming through for all of us. I don't have time to sort of go through and do any more for one person in particular, but we'll do this, and this will be a reading for the whole week. Hang on a tick, let me just finish it. Okay, I've got a tea leaf reading class coming up on the Sunday the 1st of December, and Saturday the 7th of December. So go onto my page, the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and have a look for the information for that. I think the Sunday is just about full. And what else have I got? Oh, I think it's the 12th of December for the next full moon. I'm actually having a special psychic night here. And with that, now it's $55. Everyone gets a private reading. I've got all the tables set up so you can spend time at each table. You've got the pendulum table, crystal ball table, the tarot table, and there'll be someone there showing you how to use those particular things. And then we'll be doing a full moon ceremony. So that is coming up on the Thursday, the 12th of December. Limited amount of spaces available for that, so get online and have a look. And then tomorrow Rob has got a palmistry talk for an hour here, so if you want to come into the tea room, and that I think is going to be on the Lifeline, and that's only $15, and you'll get a cup of tea to go with that too. No tea leaf reading, but you know, you can come along and you can listen to Rob Reeves talk about palmistry. Is there anything else that I've got to tell you? I think that's it for now. Okay, so just having a look here. Okay, oh, I'm going to pick out a winner for the book in a minute. I have got a nest and a baby bird that's just about to take off. Now we are in spring too, so it is a time for you know, all the babies that are leaving their nest here. So with that one there, it could be that maybe you have got children that are just about ready to leave the nest. It's got a lot of year 12s graduating right now and getting ready to either go into the workforce or into university. So that is about starting something new in their life. So this is about them spreading their wings and leaving the nest and starting something new. So there will be a lot of people that are going through that right now. I'm seeing lots of, okay, now I'm also seeing here too, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or more birds all sitting on the wire, okay, or on the tree branch. So we've got lots of birds around here. Now, having a gathering of birds, this is also about having a gathering of friends coming. So we are coming up to the season to celebrate, and people getting together and having work Christmas parties or family Christmas parties. So that would represent lots of people getting together. There's also a little doggy in there too, and the little dog would represent like with your loyal friends, or that you're reminding you to be the loyal person too, and being there for your friends in time of need. So Christmas is not always good for everyone. They may have lost loved ones. They might not have anyone around them. Thinking about people in nursing homes and their family don't go to see them anymore. So remember your family and make sure you catch up with those people. If you have got neighbours that are lonely, they don't have anyone come and see them, don't forget about them. Okay, so make sure that they're okay. What else have we got in here? We've got a heart. So remember to do everything in love. Now, when I'm seeing the heart, that, you know, that could be love coming your way. But I just want to say, remember to do everything in love. Even when you have to pull someone aside and have a talk to them about something, do it in love. Okay? Try not to get angry and say things that's going to hurt other people. And I can see here too, like I've got someone here that's carrying a lot of things, and the boxes are even covering up their face so they can't see where they're going in front of them. So that's just saying you need to be mindful of where you're going in the future. Keep your eyes open. Be careful. Yeah, we have a tendency. Now, I did this not so long ago. As you know, I fractured my foot, and I just wasn't thinking. I missed the bottom step, and it just happens so easily. So this is reminding all of us that we need to be mindful of what we're doing at every moment. And then I've got someone here with a cap on and a little baby. Now what I'm getting from this message is, okay, so we're here in Australia heading into our really hot season. So reminding to cover up when we go out, wear a hat, make sure that your children are protected too, because what I'm seeing here is that the adult's actually covered up, but the child that they're carrying has got no protection at all. So and this is about protecting yourself, not just like when we're going out in the sun, but protecting yourself from negative energies from other people. You may need to sage the house after somebody's left, or when you're buying a new house, just to clear it of those energies. You can do that. We were talking about antique furniture before too. You can actually clear old furniture using sage and doing a cleansing ritual with that. Okay, we've got the fox that's come up. So cunning, it can be careful of other people too, be wary of other people. But the fox is also good when it comes to business, and it's like thinking strategically. Okay. Not picking up much more from that. All right, so that's our tea leaf reading for the week. And now I am going to pick a winner for the book. Or what am I up to?
There's 2 lists.
Oh, there's 2 lists?
Book and book.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, oh, that was a small list, but no, there's quite a lot on there. Okay, so the winner for the book is... And I'm just getting my pointer, closing my eyes. Sarah Marie Joyce. Are you still with us, Sarah? You need to send me off your details. So get onto my page, the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and send me a message on Messenger with your name, your phone number, and your address, and I shall get off a copy of the A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading by me. Now this retails for $20. If you would like to buy one, just send me a message, and then there's just the postage on top of that too, or you can come and get it from the shop. So that's the A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading, and that has gone to Sarah Marie Joyce. Congratulations. Okay, so I've gone over time. So I wish you all a wonderful week. Come and see me here at the Spiritual Realm. If you are Spiritual Events Directory, have a great day, everyone. Oh, that must be Karen typing. So come and see me at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and we can do a tea leaf reading for you for $30, or you can have a Devonshire tea with a tea leaf reading for $40. If you're interested in having a psychic party and would like me to come to your place in my cute little red Gypsy Wagon, give me a call. I will put all the details up the top of this page after. So have a wonderful week, everyone, and I shall see you all this time next week. Keep safe.